What's happening, everybody? Are you all ready for UFC 285? I know I am. This is going to be a great card from top to bottom. We've got a couple of debuting fighters. We've got the return of John Jones. We've got a main card that's pretty much stacked from top to bottom. Looking forward to seeing some of these really hot prospects go out there and perform, like Farid Basharat, like Shavkat Rakhmonov. We got Shevchenko versus Grasso. We got Jones versus Gane. We got Gamrot versus Turner. We've got Du Plessis versus Brunson. I mean, it's a great card from top to bottom. But, whether the fights are not great or whether they're great, the most fun cards are the ones where we stack cash tickets like flapjacks. And that's the point of this show today, to try to find a greasy four-leg parlay that'll get us close to plus 900-ish if we do it right. And hopefully we can cash that thing. We've been 3 out of 4 legs on this parlay just too many damn times over the last few weeks. Last week we had Charles Johnson this close to getting that decision win, and we got to see something from Charles Johnson we've never seen before, and that was bad conditioning. He evidently had a sinus infection, and taking the fight on short notice, going on a long flight, all this stuff had added up, and we didn't see the Charles Johnson that we're used to seeing, the one that would have been taking over that fight and winning decisively down the stretch. But here we are. We've got to find 4 legs that's going to cash this week. So let me share my screen with you. We're going to be putting this parlay together on DraftKings Sportsbook here. And, come on. Never sign out, ever. Before I get on with you guys, it's crazy. All right. So, and by the way, the stats are out for next week. If you're a member of the Patreon, I've got all 14 or 13 fights here on this card right now. Volkov versus Romanov is the co-main event. And we've got Jan Davalishvili is going to be the main event. There's going to be some really good fights on this card too. And the stats are ready. So if you want to start doing some early research, get on there. If you're not already on the Patreon, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. $5 a month to get advanced stats and matchup stats for all the fights 10 days in advance of every card. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for, but get in there. Support your Uncle Weezy. Be a part of the Patreon community, the Discord, the track bets, all the information sharing, and then the fantastic stats that I put a lot of work into every week. So check that out, everybody. But let's start with leg 1 of this week's Greasy 4-leg parlay. And that one is going to be the Mana Martinez Cameron Simon fight starts round 3. So we're going over 2 rounds here. Fight to start round 3, minus 135 right now. And if you look at the prop template, which is also available on Uncle Weezy's Patreon for $20 a month, this is the best analytical tool that's available out there on the internet for $20 a month, where you can have all of your over-under bets, have all the analytics all in one place, so that you can, not only use your eyes to the stylistic matchups of whether the fight is going to finish or not, but then you can look and see whether you're overpaying or underpaying for the line that you have been eyeing. So if we're looking at an over here for Martinez Simon, it's going to be that fight starts round 3 here. We got it at minus 135 on DraftKings right now. You'll see that is a 57.45% implied probability. And over that, 59.88% of these fights actually do start round 3. So that's 2.43% better than what the implied probability of the line is. And then we see that all 4 of their combined UFC fights between Martinez and Simon have started round 3. So that's a 42% break here and a 40% break. Now, it's not a big sample size. And Mana Martinez did miss weight. So there's a possibility that we're not going to see the best Mana Martinez. And I already was not high on him in this spot anyway. Simon is a guy who finishes people with volume and attrition. And I think it's going to take him a while to get to Mana Martinez if he does wind up getting the finish here. But this is a great little line, a great way to start it. A 57.5% implied probability. It's a trifecta bet on my prop template. So this is the great way to start this. Now, so let's get into DraftKings Sportsbook, and we're going to go up here to round props under the UFC odds. And from there, we're going to do to start round X. And leg 1 is going to be Start round 3, yes, minus 135. Okay. The second leg of the Greasy 4-leg parlay this week is going to be fight starts round 3 for Marc-Andre Barrio versus Julian Marquez. So I see this fight being just a slog over 3 rounds. Both of these guys have got a decent amount of power on the feet, but they're both extremely durable, and neither one of them is particularly skilled as a finisher at this level. So I think I'm counting on both of these guys' durability, and I'm counting on the fact that neither one of them really has one-punch knockout power at this point. So if we take the fight to start round 3 for this one, it's minus 115 here. And this is going to be, if we look at this prop template here, to look at the analytics to determine how the line is priced, we're going to see that the fight starts round 3 here at minus 115 is a 53.5% implied probability, and about 53% of fights do start round 3 at 185 pounds that have been scheduled for 3 rounds. And then we can see that 57.14% of their 14 combined UFC fights have started round 3. That they're the ones that have been scheduled for 3 rounds, and that's all of them for these two. So we're looking at a 14-fight sample size, and the 57% is better than the 53% fight starting round 3 for the division, and it's also better than the 53.5% implied probability of the line. So this is another bet that's very close to being a trifecta bet here. We're overpaying by less than 0.5% here, but the savings up here is almost 8%. So it's a nice 7% edge on the books when you look at all 3 lines. Also, stylistically, I feel like I can count on the durability of both of these guys to make it into round 3 here. So that is going to be leg number 2. So that brings our parlay up to we got minus 115 and minus 135, and that brings us up to plus 225 here for 2 legs. The leg 3 for this one is going to be the Viviani Araujo money line. I have a tracked bet on this already, 1.5 units at plus 100 on DraftKings Sportsbook. I think Viviani is going to be doing the better work on the feet. I think she's by far the more powerful striker, and I think she's much better technically. Amanda Ribas kind of has a herky-jerky style. She pressures. She tries to get into the clinch so that she can use her judo, trips, sweeps, reaps to try to get the fight to the ground, get on top, and dominate from that position. But Viviani Araujo has over 90% takedown defense. She's very good at keeping the fight on the feet. And in addition to that, I think that she wins the minutes on the feet because she's the cleaner, more technical striker. She's also the more powerful striker. But also, I really do like Viviani Araujo's open mat wrestling. Both of these ladies get their takedowns at a very good clip. But with Amanda doing the pressuring that she's so used to doing, trying to get into the clinch, I've seen Vivi turn that pressure of her opponents against them by doing a reactive double leg shoot when they come in too heavy with their striking attacks. So I think that Vivi's more likely to win the minutes on the feet, and I think that she's more likely to get the takedowns in this spot. So I feel like she's got all the minute winning potential, especially early in the fight. And then if you look at the finish only prop for Viviani Araujo, it's minus 200. So they're saying that she's got 2/3 of the finishing equity in this fight as it is. So I really do believe that Vivi's got a great shot to win this fight, and at plus 100, that really fattens up the odds of our parlay here. So the fight lines, we're going to go here to fight lines, and then underneath that is money line. And we're going to scroll down. We're going to click on Viviani Araujo here. That's 3 legs that are now up to plus 550. And then we are going to finish like we always do on Uncle Weezy's Greasy 4-legger every week with the fattest line out of the 4. And it is on the very next fight. And it's a bet that I already have a 3-unit tracked bet on. Love the price. Love the way that this one looks on the prop template. But this one is going to be the fight doesn't go to decision for the Derek Brunson du Plessis fight. So if we go here to my prop template and we look here in this line, we got a minus 200 line for the fight doesn't go to decision, 66.67% implied probability. About 57% of middleweight fights finish inside the distance, since 2013 that have been scheduled for 3 rounds in the middleweight division. So we're overpaying by about 9.58% there. But if we look at Derek Brunson's 3-round fights and Dricus du Plessis' 3-round fights, a combined 13 of 18 of them have finished inside the distance. The only one that didn't for du Plessis was the Tavares fight. And that fight could have been stopped a number of times. He was beating the absolute hell out of Brad Tavares there late in that fight. But the referee just wouldn't stop the fight. But that's the only fight in Dricus du Plessis' career where he has not finished inside the distance. I mean, if it weren't for the incredible durability of Brad Tavares, this guy would have a 100% finish rate in his wins and his losses, and that's in over a 20-fight professional sample size for Dricus du Plessis. So I really like this fight to finish inside the distance, and I was kind of expecting that it would be around minus 250, minus 300 here. But we can get this line on DraftKings. It's the cheapest line out of all the books right now at minus 200. And if we go up here to DraftKings Sportsbook and we go to fight props right up here, and then we go fight to go the distance, and we're going to scroll down here to Brunson du Plessis, minus 200, brings that parlay up to plus 876. So that's checking in at plus 876 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Once again, leg 1, Mana Martinez, Cameron Simon, fight starts round 3. Leg 2, Julian Marquez, Marc-Andre Barrio, fight starts round 3. Leg 3, the Viviani Araujo money line. And leg 4, fight doesn't go the distance. Dricus du Plessis versus Derek Brunson brings us up to plus 876. You put a half unit on that, you'll win about 4.35 units if it does cash. Let's see what's going on in here with the chat. We've got T in the room saying, we have been so close to cashing this the past few weeks. This week it's time. No more playing around. No more 3 out of 4. No more Charles Johnson gassing. No more William Knight doing absolutely nothing. No more giving the bookies any upside. Our cash tickets are getting stacked like flapjacks this weekend. Let's get it, Weezy. I couldn't agree more, T. If one of the legs doesn't cash this weekend, we at least have my guy DFS by the numbers, Brady, there to have a nice talk with whoever ruins it for us this time. And I will be on the horn with him, letting him know who he has to have a discussion with if only one person lets us down this time. Thank God he's going to be in Vegas to handle that for me. And I think he's probably going to have some backup, too, with some of the other people that we know over there. So very good stuff. We got Victor de Jesus in the room saying, oi, yes, let's hit that like button right away. I appreciate you, Victor. Thanks for checking in, brother. We've got a stubborn Mick is in the room saying, my man, Weezy, what's up, dude? Good to see you in here. We got Jacob547 saying, oi, mi gringo. What's up, Jacob? How's it going, dude? We got a stubborn mix saying Bet Rivers has a 4-leg parlay insurance where if exactly one leg loses, you'll refund it up to $25, FYI. Yeah, they used to do that all the time on FanDuel. I don't think they do it anymore. And DraftKings never has that kind of insurance. So those are great deals. If you got books that offer that parlay insurance, it's perfect for the parlay that I put together every week because I'm going to give you a 4-leg parlay, and oftentimes it's going to be wide enough odds that it will qualify for that parlay insurance. So I appreciate that heads up, man. And I'm gonna have to look into that because I still haven't gotten a Bet Rivers book, and it's something that I need to do. We got Silky B in the room saying, booyah. What's up, Silky B? We got Jester in the room saying, Weezy, what's good, buddy? Appreciate your hard work week in and week out, brother. Thank you, Jester. I do work hard to put out all this content for you guys, but I really appreciate your guys' attention, you hitting the thumbs up button, the people who have joined that Patreon. I'm this close to getting 50 people on the Patreon, and I'm really proud of that. But frankly, I'd like to triple or quadruple that number once I get everything upgraded to the point where I feel like I can absolutely market it and really make the push to try to make this Patreon what supports me as a content creator to be able to do this work. Because unfortunately, you know, we don't make anything on YouTube. It's hard to make money doing this job. So it gets to the point where it's like it becomes like put up or shut up. You don't want to be putting in 40-hour weeks when you could make more money washing dishes. So, you know, definitely going to keep doing this, going to keep trying to improve my product so that it helps enough people that they won't just have to support me or, like give me a donation every now and then. They're going to be buying a product that's going to be cheaper than everything else out there that's available for gamblers and supporting that. And it's going to be worth the money that they pay for it. So that's how I'm looking to support this work going forward, you guys. We got Juan Chavez is in the room saying, oi. We got Victor De Jesus in the room saying, yeah, it feels like we always one damn leg short. Parlay insurance is nice if you have access to Bet Rivers. I know FanDuel used to do it, but I haven't seen that option in a while. Yeah, man, that's what sucks. They used to do that, and I used to do all my Greasy four-leggers there. But then I noticed, like, I was cashing 3 out of 4 legs, but then I wasn't getting the refund back. And they're like, yeah, we're just not offering it all the time now. And it was something that I just didn't feel like going to check there every week to see if they were actually doing it this week, because it's frustrating when you opt into something and then 2 weeks later, they just, without any notice, say, oh, we're just not doing that anymore. So it's a bummer. And we got John is in the room saying, respect, Unc. I appreciate you, John. Hey, listen, thank you, you guys. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Plus 876, this week's Greasy four-legger. You guys already saw all the banners there, but yeah, checking in at 876. We need to cash this one. Good luck to all of you guys on all your bets this week. Let's slap the bookies across their fat ass with a fat dick this week. Cash this 4-leg parlay. Cash those bets. Stack them like flapjacks and go out for a nice dinner with our loved ones. So I appreciate all of you guys for checking in. Good luck on cashing this bet. Good luck on all your bets for UFC 285. And we will see you not on Sunday this week, but on Monday for Stat Diggers, as my guy Brady is going to be in Vegas this weekend. And he wants to be able to do Stat Diggers on Monday so that he can actually enjoy his time in Vegas without having to work there. So I think it'll be a great Stat Diggers on Monday. It'll give each of us an extra day to prepare, and we'll be putting on a good show for you guys. So thank you guys. Good luck on all your bets, and we will see you guys next week for UFC Vegas 71. Thank you. God bless. Talk to you guys soon.